not only did we just watch one heck of a race, congratulations, Buck at Roval. Our post race, I mean, right there, we were just talking, man. That was intense. If you did not get to watch that race, you need to go tell your friends. That was one barn burner.
Y'all are gonna have to go back and watch that race. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There was some really good battling. The whole third stage of that race was just so exciting, man. It was hard to leave the lead battles. It was hard to leave the front. It was great racing that we had right there.
Well, we're not going to be turning just right anymore. We're going back to, these tracks that a lot of these guys consider bread and butter for them. We're going Texas. Shadow.
Sorry, guys. Just having a mind blank here, guys. Sorry. What was the question here? Puddin', sorry about that.
Oh, I know. All I said was we went from road coursing, and now we're going to these guys' tracks. So it's, some prefer, these mile-and-a-half ovals. Texas was a difficult track at the end. At turn 4, if you don't hit that right, you're going to end up in the infield. There's a little bit of a kink there.
Here's the thing. There's actually 2 kinks into this track. All right, we were testing me, Plant, Smitty, I think Spanker. We're all testing this morning. Turn 2 can bite you too if you don't get the right angle coming in, because it can get real tight and really drift hard up into the outside wall coming out of 2.
So for being a mile-and-a-half, there is some technicality to it, isn't there?
Yes, and give us one moment here. Puddin', we're going into the race here. Oh, crap. There we go. Sorry, guys. I was having some mental technical difficulties over here. Looks like we got some people chatting here, guys. Give me one moment. I'm going to come in and see what you guys are saying. My apologies. Who won the first race? Aaron, Buck won the first race.
Yep, Buck won.
Alright, looks like Smitty got the pole.
Smitty got the pole. Coco out there. Yep, old Money Mike says he's ready to get him racked and stacked at his home track. He only lives 60 miles from that when he's not on the barge, so that's awesome to hear from him. But I love when Money Mike says it too, like rack 'em and stack 'em.
So they're talking about that too, Puddin'. We'll talk about that. Him saying about home track. What would our guys be home track of? Since we're talking about that.
Well, my home track for NASCAR would be Mid-Ohio. Being 45 minutes from it, they don't race Cup there, but they race Xfinity. I've been to Michigan since it's close, Indianapolis, next closest tracks, but Mid-Ohio, being from Ohio, or Eldora too, be on dirt for the trucks.
Mine, I'm torn because where I live, mine could either be Martinsville or Dover.
I was just going to think, when you said you were from Maryland, Dover, when I was in the Air Force at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds out there, we did go to the Dover race, and that was an awesome race. And look who's already back up front, that silver bullet, Mr. Buck himself, RJ Smitty to the outside, guys.
Look like Smitty's a little bit loose here at the beginning of this run here.
Noco's already up to third. Mills back there finishing second at the Roval. He says, I'm not done tonight, guys. This was, man, that Roval race, again, I don't want to keep reiterating. Go back and watch it if you didn't get to watch it. But we're at Texas. We're a mile-and-a-half racing tonight, boys. Looks like our Smitty gets a little... Go ahead.
Let's say we just got 4 viewers here, guys. Appreciate you stopping here, beginning this stream here. It's going to be some good long racing here. I believe it's 167 laps tonight. I think here at Texas. So
that's that's very tedious. It doesn't matter if you're on a controller or a wheel, but to be able to hold the concentration and not lose the pack in front of you. Some of these guys keeping the same number, changing some paint schemes. Blakey T looks like he changed his paint scheme back there. Guys, look at Buck already. He said how much fun he had at the Roval. He had him a lot of fun in the chat, and I bet it's already going back at it again for these guys. Noco won't be denied again, though. His teammate breaking his long streak.
We see here.
And there we go. Noco to the lead. Noco to the lead.
Look at Checkmate up here, flirting up here in third, guys. I mean, he had a little bit of a bad run at the Roval here. I mean, he rounded up. Let's see here, guys. In the Roval here, he finished 10th. I mean, he running up third here. Wow, that's a good reversal here for him. So.
Noco up front right there. Got Buck right on his rear end. Pulling away just a little bit. Draft in effect here at this track. Aero does play an advantage if you can get it. You know, you don't want to have any damage if you don't have to. But yeah, checkmate right there. Trying not to lose these two drivers that we saw up front at the last race quite a bit too. But Noco says, well, heck, if I got to restart, I'll restart. He's going to try to keep his streak going.
Sorry now, I love Larson's car, yes. I actually, right when I was practicing with him last night, I was running the 8 car, and that's a nice looking paint scheme.
So many cool paint schemes that come out, and I like the one, the D. Smith ones in that 43, that fighter pilot. I call it the T-52 Mustang, you know. I love that paint scheme. I like Spanker, what he had with the camo. Everybody loves the Cold Trickle City Chevrolet car. So many cool paint schemes they have out there. Everybody out there in YouTube world, what's your guys' favorite paint schemes? Noco gets a little loose. Buck's going to make a move to the outside. They are side by side.
I like the Scooby-Doo Corey LaJoy paint scheme, honestly.
Quite a few people use it. Yeah, a lot of people like it. A lot of people like that paint scheme.
It's different,
the only time I
though.
don't like it is when it's in front of me.
Well, the thing is, though, it's different. That's the thing. It ain't like the same generic paint schemes every year.
Money Mike out there saying his favorite paint scheme is the Keystone beer scheme that Harvick runs.
Actually, that is a good looking paint scheme.
Everybody knows that he runs the Busch car. I gotta give him a little grief. He gets big grief. But yes, I do like that paint scheme. And the one thing that I wish I was able to get my hands on is the car to can that Harvick did with Busch.
Oh, dude, that thing is cool.
When we were in St. Louis, we took a tour of the Anheuser-Busch plant out there, and they had 2 of them on display. And let me tell you what, seeing the carbon fiber on it, they little notes next to it saying what what it came from and everything. But they only made so many of them, and you had to go deep in your pockets to put that in your beer can collection. Everybody's starting to get spread out here. Again, we're not turning right. We're going back to that 1.5 miles. A lot of these guys, bread and butter, we talked about it. A lot of these guys prefer these tracks. Most of these guys prefer these tracks. Noco's right out front. Buck's right there on his tail. Checkmate Taylor, trying not to lose his tail, Grim.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to be interesting, to say the least, here for this race. I mean, again, Buck still up there with Noco, so, I mean, anything can happen. Again, we're not even out of the first stage here, and it's literally been a Noco and Buck show so far.
We still have a long way to go, like you said, over 100.
His checkmate hits the wall there, guys.
Yeah, I just saw that too. What did you say, 160 laps? Is that what you said?
167, I believe.
167 laps. That is 167 laps of hitting your mark every corner, every turn, going down the straightaway. Don't touch the wall. Stick with the guy in front of you. Some of these guys are just, it's not just physically demanding on these guys if you got a force feedback wheel, or if it's just on a controller, but mentally demanding to be on a track for that long.
Oh, as we see a big wreck here with Mills. Mills, Blakey, and Wicked back here. Oh, and RKM got in the middle mix of it. Looks like
I think that's going to bring out a caution. I'm on board
Plant
with
left the race, guys.
Plant left? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's definitely going to bring out a caution. It doesn't matter where you're at. I would go in, get yourself 4 fresh bolognas, belly full of fuel, rack them and stack them behind the person, or and don't worry about position quite yet. Still way early in this race, but guys, what would you do? Because like I said, I would pit. Would you pit? Grip?
Depending.
I'll pit every chance I get here. I'm back in a minute. I got something on here, so I'm gonna get my mic off.
Grim, I'm gonna let you take this for one quick second here. I gotta
You good?
do something, no problem. So, have at it, buddy.
All right, man. See, we got here Noko out lead here, followed by Buck, followed by Checkmate here. Looked like Larson made a strategy to get up front here as well. And then we got Smitty, Mills, Spanker, followed by Wicked, and then round out the tail end is Blakey. See here, guys. I mean, Buck has a fast car again. It looks like in the same situation here. Alrighty, guys. We spread out here, wise. Looks like Checkmate has the speed to catch up with these boys. It just looks like it needs a little bit of adjustments to keep up here with Noko and Buck here as we cross the finish line here. Let me see if there's a stream going here, guys, real quick. I think, yeah, there it is. Our cam will be streaming here for me. Or maybe not. So we do not have a stream going. Sorry guys, I'm asking here to see if anybody has a stream going here for laps.
There we go, guys. Sorry about that. I apologize. Had to
You're
figure
good.
something real quick. What did I miss?
Not much. It's just Noko and Buck. And looks like Check actually got adjustments in his car now. They're going to be running up here with them. I mean, he's staying steady pace here with them.
Falling on board with RJ Smitty. RJ Smitty's got Mills to the outside of him. These are 3-car battle lead back here. I'm trying to see the side number of that green car just so I can know exactly
that is
who it
Larson.
It's 42. Yep, that's 40. The 42.
Oh, my bad. 40
is
that's
Wicked Gatekeeper.
Wicked, my bad, guys. I am sorry. There's two green cars in this race, and getting confused here. We got Larson back here, oh no, Larson ain't running his green car this time around. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the more you get to do this, Art, as you know, you said you've been doing it for the last 7 days straight. You do so much to help us all out, especially on the broadcast and plus with Giggity. The more you do this, the more people's numbers you get to know. I did a dirt race for the first time the other night. I was trying to get to know everybody's number. Coming to Cup, you start to learn that. I'm starting to learn the Xfinity guys a little bit, but you don't want to know what? Some of that's going to be out the door for next year. You're going to have to relearn all over again, but we still haven't finished this year yet. Champions have yet to be crowned, so it's awesome.
We got a couple more weeks, too.
Yep.
I think 2 weeks, actually. I believe 2 weeks, and we should be rolling out for end of the season for us here at Giggity. As you can see here, that battle between Buck and Checkmate still heating up here. So we see Buck actually passed, or Checkmate actually passed Buck, but it looks like Buck wants that position back. Anyway, guys, talking about championship-wise, if you guys look forward to tomorrow night, we are going into our truck series league, which is going to be losing another driver here. I think 1 or 2 drivers, finishing out to be in the final 3, coming in to race it at Homestead. So,
oh, the trucks are at Homestead tomorrow?
No, they're at Bristol, I believe.
Oh, Bristol.
Going into Bristol, and then they're going to lose driver. I think it goes on to the final 3 drivers the following week at Homestead. And then we got Tuesday, we're going for a championship there too as well, is we have K Taddy in the lead of the points for the Dirt Series. Then we go into Wednesday with our Custom Cup series, which Noko is leading right now, but there's a close battle behind him here trying to go for that. So, and then we go into Thursday night with our custom Xfinity with, I believe Jake is the points leader for that series. And then we go Developmental Friday. So again, anybody that's new out there that wants to join Giggity, hit us up. Plenty of captains watch the Friday night racing to see for new drivers for their team next season.
It's cool too. Some of those guys not only just watch, but they'll race in the race, just to sit back and watch. You know, I'm sure it's fun for them too to race, but they sit back and see how not only they race, but how they race with people closely. You know, so it's cool to see some of the guys out there scouting. You know, that's
Say
what
it's not confirmed
for.
yet, they're putting, but I hear rumor RJ Smitty might be dropping a truck in there and run around on Friday.
Well, holy cow! Let's see what happens. Let's see
what
what
happens
happens with
not,
that.
but I heard he might be dropping in there and run that race, scout up for potential. So,
looking for a teammate for our buddy over here, Shadow Grim. That's the best way to do it too.
We have one already. I already have Coke FM. He's my teammate next season, so we just need 2 more. But
yeah, that's
if you're
really
looking
cool
here wise, into Saturday night, guys, we're going into the preset Xfinity, which again, it's going to be interesting for the championship as well, as I believe Jake's leading that as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Jake's got in store for next year. Again, some of these guys that have been really strong all year in this league. I got into it just a little bit late, not only commentating and broadcasting and driving myself. These guys have been driving for a very long time. Anybody out there who's put the time in, like everybody in Giggity does, deserves to, run. We do appreciate that. But Jake is kind of right now. I don't want to say this. I want to. Leave anybody out, but I think Jake's kind of like the Noco of his series too. You know.
The only bad part is though, they're making it all the way into that final race. The thing is though, everything's set in stone. Even points coming into the last race, so it's anybody's shot winning a championship.
Following on board with Noco right now, looks like he's got himself a real decent lead. Guys right behind him. Who's that? Buck? That's right. We said Buck. We said Buck more than once tonight. Our Roval winner, Mills, right behind him. Buck, Buck hits a little loose, hits the wall. Mills evasive maneuvers, tries not to get into him. Doesn't lose any position or spot to him, but they stay close to it. Good recovery from both of them.
Man, I'll tell you now.
They're getting a little loose. There's that turn 4. There's that turn 4 looseness we were talking about. You got to be careful about that.
Smitty must have a long-run car, guys, because Smitty's coming back.
He's always one, just like everybody else, too. He knows how to set up a car, especially in a starter. Buck into the wall. Mills goes around, and Buck loses a spot real hard. Here comes Wicked Gatekeeper to the inside of him also. Real punishing hit on Buck's behalf right there. He can gather it back up. He does have damage. Not a lot, though.
We lost Blakey.
What happened to the old Blakester?
I have no idea. He's on pit road with no motor issues, no motor sound, so he might lost the motor in this race, boys.
Oh man, he should have been running some of that pudding horsepower, man. It's long, strong, reliable, and fast.
Yeah, that PMS, man, it'll really blow your mind.
That's what she said, right, guys? We're going to keep on going with this.
All right, we see you back here with Checkmate. I mean, Checkmate, man, I don't think, again, like we were saying at Roval, I don't think it was anybody's wheelhouse. It's really hard to actually get your head wrapped around that track because it's a tough track to win at. And as we see here, that Smitty's actually not passing Checkmate. He's using him as a friend right now. Oh, as we got Smitty about had an incident with Checkmate. Checkmate hit the wall. But what I was gonna say, it looked like Smitty was using him as draft support to catch Noco.
The draft does it does play an effect here, and you got to be careful. When you get pulled into that down the straightaway, yeah, it'll pull you right in, but it can definitely upset your car and make it either loose or tight. Either way, depending upon how you just set up, sliders or custom, and you got to be careful going into corners on that. When I'm in the draft, even at Daytona, Talladega, and I'm pushing somebody, I will back out just enough to give them room, not to completely hurt them or upset myself. But and I've seen people push people all the way around. They're that good. I'm still on a controller. Makes it a little bit more difficult, but people do have that talent on controllers, let alone the wheels. So yeah, we gotta be careful about that, Grim.
Exactly. I mean, it's. What's there now? I did it. Like I was saying, I raced them. Turn 4 is a very tricky spot on this track, and I mean, I think it's the only one out of the series, out of a half-mile track or quarter-mile track. My bad, quarter-mile track. That's so difficult to get out of the corners, because when you get your car all camber, all loaded up in the rear end, coming through the corner to get that exit off, it unloads so quick that it snaps it so loose and violently that you have to like chase it.
Yeah, and if you overcorrect that situation, you may be doing more than plowing grass. You might be taking other people out. So yeah, you got to be very cautious about that. Back here with Mills. Mills had a great run, great comeback up there at the Roval, looking good, picking this black and orange Mustang and in that deuce. He's looking good. Glad to see Mills back here doing really well. And I miss talking to you, buddy. I've been up in the booth with him a couple times, and Mills is a good guy.
Just to throw that out there, I don't know if you've actually noticed, but RJ is catching Noco.
Dun 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 dun. Here comes RJ Smitty. But again, everybody knows in the back of his mind, Noco does have a strategy on how he likes to play everything too. As he tries to save his car, is he being conservative, especially with that turn 4 exit, trying to stretch everything out. We haven't seen a caution yet here, which is awesome to see. So maybe he's a little conservation mode to try to get an extra lap out of the fuel and tires. We'll see what happens. But RJ Smitty always wanted to be fast, always wanted to be reckoned with, and we know he wants to keep on going and put a black and white flag on his wall tonight.
I mean, I'll be excited to see. I mean, I'm not trying to show favoritism because I know he's my boss next season, but again, I wouldn't mind seeing Smitty. Smitty's had kind of a rough season this year. I mean, I know he's picked up a couple wins, but same time is though he's had a rough season of like misfortunes and mishaps of stuff that was completely out of his control. I mean, there was a moment he could have probably had the points lead by now, but it was like issues with spinning cars, him trying to avoid wrecks, other things that just again was completely out of his control. As we see, that might have been the end of stage 1.
Yeah, I think that I was clicking through. I didn't see any cars. I think that's in the stage right there. Yeah, and I jumped on board with RJ real quick right there. He was hunting him down just a little bit, but we'll get confirmation for 100% to make sure that is the stage end. I haven't heard our good buddy Archie. You still out there, buddy?
He actually had to step away. Personal issue, so...
Okay. That's fine. We'll leave it at that. Enough said. We'll get it back up there. It's just you and me, Grim. We can hold it down tonight.
Alrighty.
Let's see how this strategy works out for these guys and what
So
they're
running
going to
order
do.
off that, it was Noco, followed by Smitty, Wicked, Mills, Checkmate, Buck, Larson, RKM, Spanker, and Blakey, and then I believe Plant on the outside there.
All right, man. Points are a virtue tonight. Noco definitely going to try to come back and get some redemption for himself. He had a streak of wins going. Teammate Buck at the Roval snagged it away from him. RJ Smitty, Noco front row. Take it, Grim.
I'm actually yawning. Hold on a minute. But yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, we see Smitty. Smitty was actually on charge in stage 1 here, guys. So what I'm taking right now is that Smitty does have a long run car just by the way why it's acting. So we see Mills going up here, checkmate, trying to look on Mills here. You can see Noko just stretch his lead. Smitty's trying so hard to get to the bottom there. Try to keep that run, because I think he might have found something on pit road when he adjusted that first time around. Because he's not letting Noko get out of his sight this time around here.
No, and especially you got RJ right there. Mills pushing him. It's awesome to see that they're working together and stay in that trap. That way RJ can be in Noko's trap. They're not going to let him snake away too far on this one. But as the tires fade away, the car wears out a little bit. Let's see what happens. We just came off of the stage. Everybody's got good tires. Everybody's got plenty of fuel for right now. So let's see how they all work together, Grim.
Exactly here. I mean, if I was Mills and I was Smitty, I would keep the draft going just to pull away and let it battle it out.
Looks like RJ Smitty's going to make it a news. Yep. Go.
See, here's the bad part though. With Smitty run that lane, unless his car sticks, that is a very treacherous looking lane to run, because your car will get, the rear end will start chattering and get loose on you. So you see, man,
inside of Noko. It's
checkmate,
a drag race. They both
checkmate to the inside of Mills.
Yep. RJ not giving it up. Noko said, I'm right here. If I was Noko, I'd actually want to be in his line right now. It is a little bit longer, but you get a better drive, and I think that's what we saw right there. You might have to get out of it just a little bit on the inside. Again, everybody drives different. Don't know what Smitty's driving style is on throttle control, but I always want to be just off of that white line. You don't take the risk of actually hitting it, bouncing off of it, and causing damage to yourself or anybody else, and in my opinion, it gives you just a better drive. You don't want to go too high here, but again, we talked about that exit 4. Everybody gets through it right there. Grim, RJ is still right there with Noko.
Oh, yeah. See, the thing is, though, me-wise, I mean, when I was practice with them boys, I mean, again, I'm not really used to Cup here. What I found out, I don't know if it'll help either Smitty nor Noko for this, or anybody that's having issues with looting this. If you would, like, you see how most of these guys are running the bottom, keeping it out, and when they get to out of the corner, it wants to step. Run a little bit of a higher lane, you won't have that step out, and you'll be able to catch them.
Yeah, that's a great point, man, and that's cool. I don't think I've got to talk with you too much up in the booth, but it's so cool to be up here and get everybody's different perspective. Everybody out here is watching.
Oh.
You got friends, you got family, you got teammates. Everybody, thank you for watching.
Noko had an issue, guys.
Yeah, I saw that. The Money Mike the other day, it was awesome to have him up here in the booth too, to get his different perspective, because everybody drives differently. But still a long race to be had here.
See, but right now, man, Noko's putting the pressure on Smitty, but at the same time as though Smitty is so smooth. And I do have confirmation for next season too, which is kind of cool, which is going to be a learning curve for Smitty. He is actually getting a wheel.
Yeah, as soon as this season ends, well, you know, within the next week or so, myself, I'm looking at investing in a wheel. Talked with a couple of people last night. I want to get that. I want to get that done as soon as possible, obviously, so I can get acclimated to it. Even then, I'm still going to have to be on a learning curve on it too, but so great for Spitty to hear that, and he's already smooth as it is on a controller, so let's see how he can do it on a wheel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no shout out here. I know my birthday's tomorrow, but if anybody wants to get me a gaming chair for my birthday, that'd be great. No. But no. It's all good, yeah. It's going to be interesting. I mean, I won't be in the booth tomorrow night, guys. Just to let everybody know here, I'm actually taking the night off for being my birthday, so...
Well, happy birthday, man. Congratulations to you. I hope you and your family can go out, and your friends and everybody can celebrate and have a good time together. Just don't go to jail.
As you look here right now, we have another contender. Mills has came up to play.
Mills has always been super fast. He's been in one of those situations like a couple other people in the past we've seen that have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. But yeah, Mills is on a mission tonight.
Yeah, Mills just got moved a little bit twice there, so
That's
Yeah.
exactly what Mills did in the last race. I mean, he come out of nowhere and stole second place, and he just did it quietly and was a really consistent driver like always.
Welcome back, Art.
I was just
Hey,
gonna
guys.
say, great to have you back, buddy. I stepped out for one split second. Was unaware you weren't here, but great to have you back, buddy.
Hey, man, good to be back. I just I had to go grab some stuff for my nephew real quick from the gas station, so he had some stuff for tonight, and now I'm back here with you guys for the rest of the night, so let's get it done.
Oh yeah.
Family man, taking care of nephew. Myself, I don't
Well,
have any
since
children. I've
you've
got
been
two
gone,
dogs, but my nieces and
Smitty
nephews
took
are
the
enjoying
lead
life.
from Noko and is gone. So we're already in stage 2, by the way.
I think like Noko might have gotten the wall a little bit, so
Well, Noko got in the wall, and then Noko, I don't know if his car's all there right now either. Because Smitty had a car at the end of the stage 1, but it's finally coming in for Smitty, so it ought to be interesting tonight. See how well it can work for him. I mean, thing is though, the dynamic duo back here is coming up with each other, which is Buck and Noko here. See if they're going to be able to use the draft here to catch Smitty.
well, if we know these guys, they're going to work together like no other team does, and they're going to try and do everything they can to get up there and get that top spot. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just tuck in and follow each other for the next 5-10 laps and see what they can do.
Try to give you a quick rundown here, guys, of how many laps are to go in the stage.
Oh, somebody hits the wall in the backstretch.
Yep. somebody's flying.
Yeah. Oh, checkmate in the wall, hard.
Wow.
Super unfortunate for him. Checkmate Taylor's been looking strong tonight. Guys, we are at Texas. We are Cup. We're doing slider. We just got done with Roval. Buck got a big old win tonight. We saw some great racing there. We are at Texas, like I just said. These guys like these tracks. I'd like to say bread and butter, man. Majority of the tracks that we all run on these video games is these tracks. So I know a lot of people were looking forward to getting here and getting over that Roval race.
You guys do. I run the small tracks. I'm
Double
still
tire
stuck on
now, guys.
dirt.
Even though Buck is helping Noko, Smitty's just pulling, dude. I mean, yeah, he's got the
He's
draft.
definitely on a mission tonight.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe Buck needs to jump past Smitty and or Noko and see what he can do with him.
Oh, guys, I gotta step away for one split second. I'll give it to both of you guys while I unplug my mic just for 1 minute.
All right, sounds good, buddy. I'm on board with Smitty. Just watching Smitty, he was looking really smooth here, man. He was looking really comfortable.
I mean, we were doing a lot of practice, and he got a lot of good time in, so it should be interesting for him.
I think it's definitely going to be interesting for that guy that didn't take a bet on Double or Nothing. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Yeah, I think it was Puddin. I can't really remember. I think it was. Puddin
Yeah,
with that gambling problem. It's terrible.
he's horrible, man. And I'm the one that lives outside of Vegas. Well, Mrs. Puddin say if she only even knew. Oh, God.
I'll say though, I like that the black number 38 or 38. Yeah, 37 looks really clean.
It really does.
Noko just looks at me. I mean, this might be my opinion, but watching him, he looks like he's a tad bit loose. That's all he is.
And the thing about it is how far in the state are we?
I think it's 125 laps. I might be wrong.
How many have they gone? You think probably about 75, 80?
I have no idea because there's nobody streaming, so it's kind of hard for me to. Because Roofer didn't stream, or not Roofer, but Hardcam didn't stream,
Oh, okay.
so it's kind of hard for me to actually look up and see who's doing what.
It looks like Checkmate's coming off pit road right now. I don't know if that's just from his accident or maybe a secondary stop.
Probably the incident he had. He probably went down pit to get fresh rubbers and all the way down there.
Or Buck missed the pit road, or else he got loose and went in the infield.
Who was that?
Buck?
I have no idea.
Well, I was on board with him, and he was behind Noco, and it looked like he might have tried to slow down and come to pit road. It was a little bit high, and just wound up sailing through the grass and kept going.
I think RKM backed out.
Yeah, he definitely missed pit road last lap because he's coming down on pit road this lap. So a costly mistake right there by Buck. Just closed the stage.
Hold on a minute, Arch. I know the reason. All right, so to anybody here that doesn't know, this actually happened last night in our practice. We were trying to do pit stop practices. If you don't hug that inside, going almost into the inside wall, but not touch it to hit pit road, there is a boundary that it will not let you go down pit road. It actually happened to Noco on Wednesday.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's the issue we have here. Why is it Texas? Oh, it looked like we had an issue with Mills. So everybody's coming to pit road. It looked like Mills got an incident with somebody. Yeah, see what we do here, Wise. But, yeah, nobody, Oh, sorry, guys. Ugh.
Curious to see how far back Buck's going to come out after that pit stop now.
My question is, how much ground is Smitty going to gain on Noco? I mean, I know they just came out at the same time, but so it looks about at least 6-7 car lengths here, at least. Actually, he didn't lose much time.
No, not really. But he's about to lose third to Wicked Gatekeeper, it looks like. Them Team NoCo cars have been so strong every week, man. We're always sitting here talking about 3 or 4 of them in the top 5 every week. It's kind of sickening to know that's who we have to race against. But it's awesome for the sport, and it's awesome for them guys that they put in that time, that effort to be that fast. And
I mean, I'm going to say though, it is, but then, again, it shows you how much, again, like you said, time and effort goes into these guys that they actually to perfect their car to the highest extent that they can get it to race this good.
They definitely do, man. They put in more time than anybody as far as the team goes, and getting their setups and everything right. And you see it out here on the track every race. We're always talking about Team NoCo guys, as we've actually got Smitty out in front of the Team NoCo guys for a little while here. And let's see what he can do out front after these pit stops. See what adjustments were made on his car and on the other cars.
See, the
It
thing
looks
is,
like
though,
NoCo might be closing the door.
No, well, thing is, though, instead, before that pit stop, like I was saying, Noco looked like he was just a little loose. He might have tightened the car up, but it's interesting to say the least here for it. I mean,
well, he's definitely closing that gap. He's closed by at least 3 or 4 car lengths already in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, he gained so much out too.
And you know NoCo, when he has fresh tires, he's going to use them as much as he can and to the fullest of his ability. So he's putting out his fastest laps of the day right now. I can guarantee it.
See, the thing is, I think Smitty's faster in the straightaways while Noco's faster in the corners, which makes it weird because he'll like right there he had a little mishap out of 2. Still managed to gain time, but
NoCo's getting there.
Oh yeah. See, he's running a line I was just talking about too, which is funny. I was telling this to Puddin.
The half a move up line?
Well, it is because if you run the bottom line the whole way around, you're going to get that exit off loose, snappy, and it's not going to give you the momentum you need. If you run it about three, I guess, grooves up to the right in between above that dotted line to or below the dotted line, to that, it's actually going to run really, like how Noco lets it float right there. See, I mean, he gets such a run because thing is, though, Smitty's trying to recalibrate himself from the looseness coming off of 4. Oh, big shot. Noco gave it to him and said, hey, I'm here. Let me see here, Wise.
As they're neck and neck going down the backstretch, going in 3. Noko's trying to make a pass on the inside. Such great racing. Man. That was a beautiful pass by Noko right there, you guys. Now let's see what Smitty can do trying to get in the draft and maybe learn a little bit from being behind Noko for a second. Maybe he can pick up that little bit of speed that he was just losing to him as it looks. Man, they dove it in hard.
I think he just repaid Noko back from the last corner.
I'm still here too, buddy, is what he said to Noko.
Yeah, because Noko dove it in a little deep and gave Smitty a shot saying, hey, I'm here. And then Smitty just came in and said, hey, Noko, I'm not going nowhere. Oh, is there door to door? Oh, man.
Wow.
What a save by both them boys.
Great driving. I was just about to say, man, great driving by those two drivers right there, man. There's not many guys who can hold them cars after doing that at that speed. I wonder where Puddin left the camera at.
I don't know, man. I don't know where Puddin's at.
I said, I wonder where he left the camera at. If we're even talking about the action on the camera.
Yeah, well, I'm broadcasting, so it'll be on me.
Oh, my ear broadcasting, my bad.
Yeah, I'm on Rod and Noko. That was that whole battle with Noko, and then was up there. So we go back here to the field. Here we got Buck coming out with Wicked trying to get that draft. Teammates, man, trying to work their way up to the field here. Catch up with the boss. Trying to make it a 1-2-3 finish here.
Teddy didn't run tonight. That's a surprise.
Well, I think he's trying to focus on the Wednesday side because he got eliminated. Oh, it was Wicked. Was out in the grass there. But as he got eliminated last week from this series, he's still in contention for Wednesday.
Yeah,
But at the same time, so he might have been doing some stuff tonight too and just couldn't make it either. We do know that Blakey had engine troubles and backed out, or had to pull it in the pits. And then playing. Oh, was it a big wreck? Buck and Wicked just wrecked each other down the front stretch.
Oh, no. Oh, teammates right there. We're talking about the strong showing from Team Noko today. That's going to bring out a caution. What is this going to do to the field?
I have no idea. I'm going to ask for laps real quick.
Now we saw there, Noko had done something to get his car faster on that pit stop. Let's see if Snooty can try and match him step for step. And let's see if Noko plays conservative and leaves the car where it's at, or if he takes a little chance and tries to do a little something extra with the car.
See, Noko and RJ still up front here. Look like a shake-up in the field, though, as we see Larson and Spanker up here.
It's going to be a hard battle down in the one.
See, Larson trying to peek on Noko.
Hey.
Noko. Wow, what a move by Larson. Larson to the point.
He's going to leave this lap, it looks like almost.
Oh.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the bottom. Look who's feeding on the bottom, trying to come back through the field. Smitty's trying to make that run. Oh, a little contact with Mills. Yeah, it looks like he had contact with Mills. Oh, big slam on the outside wall. It looks like the leaders that were in The front two from the caution are all the way to the back of the rear.
Looks like there's another caution on the track.
I don't see another car
Must
wreck though.
be debris somewhere.
That phantom caution, man. It's a phantom caution. Get it right.
Yeah, we have big wrecks and we can't get a caution, but that little scrape on the wall did.
Right. Oh, that was in a stage. Alright. So, Larson got stage 2. Followed by Checkmate, Mill, Spanker, Wicked, Buck, Noco, Smitty, and RKM. Followed by Blakey and then Plant. There's going to be 83 laps left, guys, in the end of the stage.
A nice long stretch. Let's see if we can pull it out. We got some guys up front that haven't been running up there all night.
Checkmate and Larson, followed by Mills, Spanker, then Buck, Wicked, RJ, and then Noco. It looks like Mills is trying to take a peek. He's back at it again here.
Hey guys, sorry I'm back. Something I've got to
You're good.
I've got to take care of something. I just got a phone call. This is super important, guys. I'm so sorry. This is unprofessional. This is out of uncharacteristic for me, but I've got to get this taken care of tonight, guys. So you guys keep doing it, man. Keep doing a great job. Congratulations to Buck earlier on his win. Woodworth, I see you out there, buddy. He said go get him, Larson, but you guys are doing great, and good luck to all the competitors out there. But like I said, man, this was...
Bud, you're good. Go take care of yourself, buddy. You're good.
Here, man.
You all be careful, and we'll talk to you soon. Be safe, y'all.
Be careful. All right, we'll talk to you soon, bud.
So we see here, see as Larson moves back there with Noco and them. Smitty's trying to make a run back up through here. Oh, and they are 3 wide. Ooh.
Buck gets in the middle because Smitty and him made contact on the bottom.
Sorry, now Spanker and Checkmate are just chilling. If I'm not mistaken, they're all 3 teammates, ain't they? Checkmate,
Yeah, I think so.
Spanker, and RJ back there. Sorry guys, I'm new to RJ's team, so I don't know if they're all teammates here. I think they are. Let me see. Checkmate, yeah. Yeah, they're all teammates, dude. It's a good run going for right now for RJ Motorsports right now. Top 3, 1, 2, 3 right now.
Wicked's trying to break that up.
Oh, I know he is. He's trying to get inside of RJ here. Makes it work. Larson follows through. Oh, what a handful. Did he save that?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he saved it. That was awesome.
Good job, Mills. Good job, RJ. Wow.
Noco saving it through the grass. That was awesome.
Dude, he had to grab a handful of wheel. RJ did try to save that.
That was crazy, guys.
So we go back here. Oh, Larson the wall. Oh, he got into Noco. Oh.
Wow.
I see the lead has changed here. It looks like Wicked up here, followed by Checkmate, and then Buck. He's found his way up here. Look what it looked like. Checkmate's going the inside of Wicked here, trying to make a pass on him. Is he going to make it work? Oh!
Try and give him a little push.
So I don't want to be biased, but come on, Checkmate. Come on, Spanker. Come on, RJ.
Wow, we cheer for the underdogs every week. We love seeing the big guys win, but we always cheer for the underdogs.
I don't know for certain if Checkmate's got to win this season.
I don't know.
To be quite honest. See a battle right back there, 3 wide almost trying to be here. And Smitty was trying to have a race there with Buck and Spanker. His Checkmate is not letting Wicked get away from him.
No, not right now. He's holding it tight. Larson in the grass.
Where is Noko, by the way? Noko's way off with that incident down the front stretch.
Yeah, he lost about a whole straightaway.
Oh yeah, just because of that incident. Oh, as we see Mills get a little bit into Buck there. Buck is loose. Wow.
That's great. They're great racing.
Buck had to grab a handful wheel off that because he looked like he hit the wall and it just wanted to slide sideways and he grabbed it and went on his way. I'll tell you right now, I'm very impressed. I mean, again, they were really strong-ish at Roval, but I'm very impressed right now. Oh, as we see Checkmate in the grass here, but as I was gonna say, very impressed with RJ Motorsports right now. I mean, showing what they have here when it counts at least. Trying to get these boys in the playoffs here. Trying to see this Checkmate's trying to get through there along with Spanker. Spanker's actually trying to do something that I don't think we've had done yet this season, or this in Giggity. He's trying to become a 2-time champion.
Really?
Yeah, he won last season in the Cup Series.
No, I ain't never talked to the guy.
Oh, he's awesome. Spanker's cool. Bad part is, I got so much rap for calling him the wrong name. Because I used to call him Spanker. Because I couldn't pronounce his name right, so, and then it's actually Spanker. So, he got on my crap about it. It was funny though. I'll tell you right now, Smitty is giving all the drafting help right now to Spanker to get him up there.
He's definitely pushing his teammate up the front right now.
Oh yeah. Because he's taking
everything he can to hold this lead.
This thing is, Smitty's like, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about it. I'm trying to get my teammate in.
Well, that's the thing. Both these guys up front are running for the playoff right now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's close for both of them, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Look here, points real quick, guys. I mean, it's not updated, to say the least here, but it gives you a ultimatum here, alright? Yeah, they are. Because Smacker is where were we at here? Look here, Wise. Wicked is 2 spots ahead of him, but the thing is, though, the gap between them two is not that far apart. As we see here right now.
Well, it did grow a little bit with the last race with that great performance by Wicked.
Oh, yeah. So we're looking here right now.
RJN's trying to make a pass to the inside of Wicked, man. They're getting a run on him. They're all the way up to his back door. They go into 3.
As we look here, guys, let me see real quick. Calculate this here.
Ooh. Wicked got a little loose. Specker's to the outside.
The gap between that is 12 points. But again, it's going to all determine. Because we see here, Wise. I mean, yeah, Plant had a good run, but I don't think he had enough points with him lagging out in the first stage with engine trouble. it's gonna push Plant probably out of the playoffs.
As Wicked gets a little bit up, Specker's underneath him.
Door-to-door battle here. And then Smitty right under Wicked. He's like, I want that. Oh, they're going to do it 3 wide. Oh.
Wicked with some cojones trying to shove it out there on that outside. Mills joins the battle right now.
Mills had a strong car. He's just been having really bad issues. He's got a car to win this race. I mean, again, I believe Mills is in. Yeah, Mills is in third, but again, he's in jeopardy too as well. Because I mean, yeah, he had a good finish, or a good finish at the Rebel, but his other stages were kind of off and on. So
this is gonna be a close battle for points, man.
Yeah, I hate to be Mills. Mills has a job right now, man. Mills has the job to put all these points together. Hey, little man, welcome to the stream here tonight. We're having a crazy battle right now. Oh, Wicked lost it.
Way to hold that, buddy.
Oh, who hit the wall?
That was great driving.
We gotta do this for little man, just for him to have it. Right on board here with Larson for a little bit. I will say, little man, your boy Larson actually picked up stage 2. He squeaked that thing in. Now here's the thing. Is RJ saving to help Springer, or is it Smitty that wants to go out here and get this win?
Smitty, to me, seems more like he's a team-oriented guy. If it comes down to it at the end, he's going to push his teammate that victory.
That's true.
I hope so as a team captain.
I mean,
if you're already in there, you want to get as many of you guys in there as possible so somebody in your team wins that championship. So.
Exactly. I mean, it came down, I forget what it was last year. I'm trying to remember last season's championship race. I think Smitty was in the Final Four for that race as well. And it was Noka, I don't know if it was Noka or if it was, I forget what series it was. But I know Smitty was there, and it was a really, really close battle. I mean, it came down.
We're gonna have another close battle this year too.
Oh, well, the thing is though, it came down to drafting help at Homestead. The teammates drafted around like one guy, so pretty much left him out to dry. So.
Is it over?
No, not yet. We're still going. We got like probably 50 some laps, maybe.
Oh, I was talking about football game. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that? I don't know.
No, it's not over.
If they'll tell you, but yeah. So I think Specker just said here.
He's trying to guard Smitty for the lead. He gets under him through 2. Coming out of 2. Does he clear him? Yes, he does.
Oh, it was Wicked looking inside of Smitty.
Wow. Oh, they make small contact right there.
Yes.
Smacker and Checkmater come down for a pit stop.
Comment on there on little man. Larson had an issue, and yeah, he had an issue beginning of the stage, and he's been just riding the back for a little bit. Same thing with Noko. If it stays all green, this is gonna hurt Noko a little bit. If we do not have a caution, Noko's not gonna be able to catch up and be up with the field.
Well, it might come down to he can play a strategy to try and get it back up there, but that's all he's got. That'd be a really tough strategy to pull out. Maybe it comes down to fuel mileage, you can save another lap or 2, but that's tough.
Alright, never got to actually ask this question here. Who's your pick to win this? As we going right now, who's your pick to win?
I'm gonna go with Wicked, man.
Did Smitty pit?
I think he's upset about last race, and he wants to come back and turn in this race. I know he lost a spot right there, and I know he's trying to get in this playoff, and I don't think there's anything that stops me. And I talk to him all the time. I hang out with him and stuff. And he's really good turn driver, man. So I'm going to go with him. If he doesn't pick up the win, he will be one of the guys that finds his way in the playoffs.
I don't want to be, for mine, I don't want to be biased because he's my owner, but I feel like Mills has got a car to beat. I mean, he's just had a lot of issues tonight with, like, getting run over.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's got a strong car. It's just at the point that I'm run over so much. How can I prove it?
Oh yeah, and that's what sucks about himself back in the packs all the time. Man. That's why I think Noko really focuses just on getting out front. That's where he can showcase everything about his car and his speed and his talent.
Looks like Wicked's coming to pit road. Same with Mills. Mills, save it. Oh, what an improvement for Mills. On Wednesday, he had such issues getting on pit road.
Him and Wicked are there, nose to tail. That's about as close as you can get coming down the pit road.
That might put RJ back in the lead.
Well, RJ's a lot down, so RJ's gonna have to come back around one more time to see if he can pass these guys and take the lead. And Noko comes in pit lane too.
Yep, he's gonna get the lead coming out. The two ain't in the lead. It would be RJ. Because 2 went after, right?
I would think that it would be RJ looking at the track map, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to stay awake for this race. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I knew tonight was gonna be a long night. I had a long day, and I slept a lot today, so it made it so long. Nice. I'm gonna sit here and focus on this 2 car for a little bit. Him and Wicked Gatekeeper nose and tail right now. Whether that's for second or for the lead, I don't know, but we'll find out. Yeah, it was nice. Not cheating. Buck was in the grass. Oh, my bad. That was Spanker in the grass. I'm thinking 48. Dude, I think it's 24-48. Checkmate might have worked his way back up to third. I think Mills and Gatekeeper run fourth and fifth. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Yep, Lucy here was. I mean, I'm gonna take it that Smitty's in the lead. That's what I'm gonna take it as right now. And if he does, he has a huge lead.
Second through fifth. We're all nose to tail right now. He's got that big old gap. These guys are all racing for position, it looks like to me.
Oh. Woodruff said the 2's going to win.
Oh, yeah? Good luck, I hope. I like seeing Mills run good and fast. This is the battle on track right now. It's 2nd through 5th. These guys are all just sitting here acting like they were running right before the pit stops. I don't know how Smitty got such a big lead through these pit stops, and all 4 of these guys are still right here together because he was with his pack heading into that round of pit stops. Gatekeeper's trying everything he can to gain some ground on Mills and maybe try to make a pass for that position. He's all over him. He's getting the inside. Makes better of it. He is trying to get any run possible. He is trying to do everything he can to get around this 2 car. Duck a nose under. Can you make this work? He did not complete the pass.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. If this runs out like it is right now, dude, RJ's gonna walk away with this win.
RJ's got a heck of a lead from nowhere, man. I don't understand how he gained that much ground on that round of pit stops. Second, third have started to gap themselves. Well, they got a decent gap now. It's probably about 1.5, 2-second gap back to 4th and 5th. Larson smacks the wall on the backstretch a little bit. Gatekeeper's underneath Mills. He's trying to make a run again. Can he complete it this time? As last time Mills defended it, he clears him coming out of 2, and he will take that position as they go down the backstretch. Dives off down into 3, trying to hold Mills back there and trying to run his line without making any mistakes. Smitty has just got a huge lead.
So what's not helping right now is Wicked and Mills keep swapping. That's just giving RJ the biggest lead he can get.
Yeah, it's definitely helping RJ's lead, but these guys right here, man, they're worried about making the playoffs, whereas RJ's already locked in.
Yeah, it could really go down to just one position.
And these guys know that, so they're fighting as hard as they can for that one position. Smitty got a little loose getting into 3.
I got actually a question for our fans there that's watching tonight. What's your guys' biggest? No, I can't really say that right now because it's not the beginning of the season. But I'd say, what's your guys' biggest takeaway of this year? Watching all these broadcasts from Giggity, what's the best moment so far you guys seen?
I honestly, man, if I think back to the best moment I've seen since I started calling, I think the best moment I've seen was actually the battle that we had the last race, dude. That whole third stage right there at the Roval, that was a lot of exciting back and forth, in and out, mistake made, ground gain. Dude, that was the best racing I've seen all season besides probably that dirt race back at Bristol.
For me, wise, I think back to Darlington a couple weeks ago that I've seen of Jay Wood and Noko battling it out. I feel like that was a really interesting race. Oh, as we see Buck get extremely loose.
He holds it together though.
Oh yeah.
Nope, we're calling the race, dirt dog.
Yeah. No, you're good.
You're good. You can sit here and chill.
Yeah. But yeah, we're racing here, wise, as we see. I'm telling you now, dude. Just RJ's and Keon.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Wicked and Mills. Mills is all over his back door as they're flying down the backstretch into 3. These two are fighting for that playoff spot, man.
So is Spanker and Checkmate.
Oh yeah,
dude, there's
right,
two
yeah.
battles. Oh, as we see, looks like they're going to pit road.
Yep. They really don't want to lose no ground to the other one, especially with as close as this playoffs coming down. So they're going to pit together, and they're going to try and keep each other in each other's eyesight. Wicked's down low, Mills up high. As they come back together through his
What's
trial.
up right now? RJ has literally run a flawless race.
Well, RJ's done everything he can, man. He's trying to pull out there and hold on to this lead as big as possible and bring home a win.
I think the worst thing that kind of screwed Noko was that incident on the front stretch that really hasn't been able to recover out of.
Oh yeah, he lost way too much ground there, way too much time. He might be able to come back and salvage the top 5, but I don't. Unless we get a caution, I don't see him really having a chance to come up here and compete with leaders.
For him to technically pull this one off, it had to be a caution.
Yeah. Which anything can still happen. I mean, heck, we had to scrub the wall caution earlier, so.
Actually, I think that was the end of that stage. I think it automatically, when they were scrubbing the wall.
Oh, okay.
They were going to the end stage, so. It should be getting close here because we were just pit stops thinking about 18 laps of fuel. They've done 2 so far.
So he's holding down that second spot now as these guys go into 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Boy Mills, you've been talking about him all night.
Oh, little man said, what happened? Those 4 wrecked everybody else? No. Who was it that Noko, was it Larson? Or was it?
Yeah, it was Larson.
Yeah, Larson hit the outside wall coming out of 4. And Noko just caught the rear bumper and he just followed him into the grass and lost about a straightaway of time. Noko just hasn't been able to technically rally back from it.
Leader's on pit road now.
Who is?
Leader,
Smitty. Alrighty. See here, wise. In Darlington, yeah, we'll drop the race cup. It was it 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago they were at Darlington. It was a battle between Jay Wood and Noko. That was an amazing race too.
Spanker's all over the back door. Checkmate. He was trying to get around him. As we said, this playoff battle was really tight.
Oh yeah, it's getting to the point where every point, because in the last stage, every point counts to make him in the next round here, and hopefully we can get Mills to update the points if he can before we head off air.
It's a big task. We'll see what we can do.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel bad for the man. If you go to Friday nights for the points, man, there's like 30 some odd drivers in the developmental he's got to update.
Something happened to Gatekeeper because he lost tons of ground to Mills on his pit stops. Right? Wow, that is a huge gap between them two now. It looks like Noko might have actually leapfrogged as he gets loose and goes to the grass in the front stretch. Maybe trying to look like he had the position on Checkmate and Spanker. Yeah, I'm not sure how many laps we got left, but this race is definitely coming to a close here soon, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd say maybe 50 to go. Maybe a little less. I'm actually going to step away real quick. I have to use the restroom. I'm going to ride on with Smitty real quick here, and I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. He's on board with Smitty, and I'm going to talk about the battle that's still going on the track, because we've still got Checkmate and Spanker are nose and tail, just like they were all the way up until that pit stop. They're still the same exact way. It looks like Noko's coming down for his pit stop. I'll ride here with the leader for a minute so we can keep an eye on Smitty and see how he's doing. Ooh, he got loose off of that corner. Definitely not something you want to do out there with this big of a lead. You don't want to go out there and just throw it away, so let's watch it and see how he does. It's really easy to get complacent out there when you're by yourself. It's really easy to lose control of the car because you really don't have nothing else on your mind. You're just... When I'm racing, dude, I like to be around people. It keeps me more focused. I know the risk is greater when you're running in a pack of cars, or you even have cars near you, but for me as a driver, I don't like running alone. It's like one of the many things in life, Nobody likes to do anything alone, so I definitely don't like racing alone. I feel like I get too lackadaisical, get to hit my marks, and I catch myself making too many mistakes, just losing focus. He's gonna check back through the field. Oh, Buck was in the grass. He keeps it going straight. Checkmate and Spanker are still nose and tail. These two are not going to leave each other alone. Always look like Spanker gave him a little bump going in the corner. Can't tell. It looks like Noko might have actually gained a position on Gatekeeper through the round of pit stops. Either that or else he's a lap down. As the leader is starting to catch up to lap traffic, it looks like. Yeah, he's starting to come up on Buck. Smitty's just trying, man. He's worked really hard to get to this point, man. He's really been close to winning the last few weeks, and if he could close this out and get himself a win, I know he'd feel really good about that. That'd help him, that'd help team morale, and that'd help everybody in his camp going into this playoffs, and to leapfrog a little bit of momentum heading into next season. Yeah, that'd be really cool for him, but I know that Noko's going to have a lot to say about that, and I can't wait to watch this battle come down over the course of the next 2 weeks, man. It's going to be really exciting. I hope you guys are here with us. As always, Giggity Racing League we'll sit here and we'll try and give you guys the best show, the best coverage, and try not to fall asleep on you guys when we're doing races. But Yeah, Smitty is all out there by himself. I think he's probably kind of relieved to be coming up off some lap traffic. Something
Sorry,
to break
guys.
that
I'm back.
staleness he had. Oh, no, you're fine, bud.
Did I miss anything?
Bunch of circles, no changes.
Cool. Someone threw a square into there that collision.
I was hoping they would, maybe.
Man, I was really
That's what
hoping for
made
a
it
triangle to
yellow
come
or
out
something.
too.
Yeah. Next time we'll get an X.
Alrighty, boys and girls. I think we're all around here, wise. I don't know how many laps we got here, guys, because it's up in the air there.
Shoot. Darn hiccups.
Hey, little man, you still in the stream? If he is, I don't think he is. He might want to sleep.
Everybody's definitely well spread out here, except for the battle that we still have between Mills and Checkmate.
That's still going on?
Well, Spanker
God.
and Checkmate were going for about the last 7 laps, and then Spanker finally got past him, and that allowed Mills to close up to get back to him. So yeah, it's going on again as you look as they're coming out of turn 4 right now behind Spanker, heading through the tri-oval. I swear one of them's got a rope on the other one.
He's just like, hey, come here.
Yep, come
Just
on,
start
let's go.
reeling it in.
Yeah, these guys are real good guys to race with. They're real fun to race around. Oh, is it really close getting into 3?
Mills got around him. See, look, Mills is going to set sail. We'll go after Spanker. Again, that's another opportunity, another spot for him.
That's another points position battle too. Another points driver. These guys are, all 3 of them are sitting here fighting for this. And you know Mills, he don't want to count them points up right now, man. If he ain't the one making it, so he's gonna do everything he can to make it, to motivate him and put him a little bit of better spirits when he goes to tally up these results after the race.
Oh yeah. At least you hear that. I mean, you got back here. What got Spanker? Then we got where's Noko at? Chilling at myself and 1.
Somewhere. He's in 1 and 2. Is that?
Yeah, 1 and 2. While RJ's coming up to lap Blakey, or was it Blake or Buck?
Buck and
Wow.
Blakey.
Blakey's
I know,
already.
Blakey's out.
Yeah, Blakey's been
Larson.
out. He blew his motor. But just saying here was saying that. Just say that come off the tongue how quick they were in the first stage. RJ's going to lap Buck. How much stuff can change in one? Oh, his Buck got loose.
That's the second time he's got loose in front of the leader.
He's like, I'm just gonna let him by. Ain't worth the cost in him a race.
Definitely not. Class act by Buck right there, you know, getting up all the way to the leader. And oh,
Man,
looks like
Buck.
Buck out on the wall.
But now I actually just thought of this, right? I don't know what it was. But on Wednesday, he had an issue too with his car. Handling wasn't there for some odd reason. Just kind of sucks for Buck. I mean, it's kind of good to see him up front and leading a little bit today. I mean, he won at the Roval, which was a solid state for him, but I don't know.
I think he's right now he's not happy with how this race is going, but with winning that first race and maximum stage points here tonight, he's done everything he can do. You know, there's been some unfortunate circumstances in this race, but I don't know. It's gonna be tight. I can't really predict who's gonna.
Now I
win,
just thought of
who's gonna
something. Here comes the point. Okay, so let's say RJ wins this race, right? That's going to put him at 22 playoff points and Noko at 25. That's 3 points separating
Oh,
him.
Buck's in the grass.
That's intense. 3
this whole
points
points battle
separating
is
the leaders.
oh, checkmate touches the wall. This whole points battle is intense, man. From the battle for gonna be first and second heading to the next round, to the battle of the other
Gets
drivers that
chopped.
make it in.
Yeah.
This is definitely a tough points race right here, and these guys are putting everything they got into it.
Looks like we got 9 viewers here tonight. Appreciate it, guys. I mean, being this late at night. Thank you guys so much for stopping in and watching us here.
Definitely appreciate it. Sorry if we may sound a little bit tired.
It's
we're
been a
trying
long
to
race.
get this with you guys. Yeah.
We just
It
got
has.
done Roval and then doing this. It's been a long race. Again, if you guys aren't subscribed, we race and broadcast all through the week. Please, if you not hit that
Mills
subscribe
finally
button.
Sorry, guys. Mills finally got past Spanker for that position.
That's impressive for that too. But yeah,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
I mean, whereas we're sitting right now, I was looking at it here. We have hit 267 subscribers since the beginning of the year. We were only at like 100 something the beginning of the year, or at least the beginning of the season for us. So everybody who's came in, watched, commented, dude, we thank you guys so much, ladies and gentlemen that have done it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have the motivation or the desire to sit here and put this all on. You know, the best part about running this is having a crowd to put it on for. So this is all for you guys, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, did Buck just lose it against his front? Sorry about that,
car
Mills.
out of control, bub.
Dude, I literally watched him off the camera angle of Spanker, and all I saw was a silver can car going from the high side, darting way left, and I'm like, did he lose it off 4?
Well, he's running as hard as he can because he knows every point matters right now, and he wanted to be that first car lap down just in case caution did come out. But it's
So you see here, there's
tough
still a
as-
battle between Mills and Spanker here.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna let this go. This is for second right here. This could be huge in their playoff hopes.
See, I love Mills. Mills is a hell of a guy. I like
Oh, Buck
Spanker
hit the
because
wall.
he's my teammate and he's a cool guy too. So it's kind of hard to pull for one or the other to see them make the playoffs when you like them both. It's really hard. I mean, the battle that's going on right now, it is such a good battle between him and Spanker. We got 11 viewers tonight. Man, we're keeping getting people. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Was that? I think that was the end of the race.
Was it?
Either that or it's caution, because they're slowing down, spreading out.
Let's see here, boys. That might be the end of the race here, guys. Waiting on pictures here. Yes, it was.
Smitty brought home the win tonight, man.
Smitty
Great
got
job
it.
by Smitty.
Followed by Mills, Spanker, Checkmate, Wicked, Larson, Buck, Noco, RKM, Blakey, and then Plant.
I tell you, strong performances and finishes that he put in tonight, and if it did, I know he's gonna feel really good about himself.
Can you bring the top 3 in to the party for me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you going to be the party host for that, I believe? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, we'll bring the top 3 in here. We'll bring, and see if Mills can actually figure out the points while we're waiting here to help us out here. So, I don't know if you'll be able to pull it off.
I know it's still public, ain't it?
Yeah.
Because I think I only have one of them on my friends list right now.
Which is?
Mills. I just invited him.
Alright, we'll see if we can get Mills to get RJ in.
Well, it's just on this profile.
Yeah.
I'm still friends with them guys. I don't want you guys out there thinking we're not friends. It's just
Yeah, we
I
just
created this one for broadcasting
Yeah.
purposes and broadcasting purposes only.
Hey Mills, can you bring RJ and Spiker in, please?
I got RJ for sure. to check on this really quick. Does not look like I have. I got Smitty. Hopefully Smitty's got Spanker. He should.
Alrighty.
I'm looking him up right now if I can.
Hey Smitty, you got Spanker as a friend?
Cheer.
Yeah, just shoot him an invite.
Question for you, Mills, before we get the interview started. Would it be possible to update the points to know who at least gets cut off tonight before we end the broadcast?
Yeah.
Alright.
It was his question, not mine.
Yeah, well, I mean, we try to update the fans here, Wes, because we got 10 people still watching at like 10 o'clock at night here.
Oh yeah,
So, I mean,
definitely. We appreciate that for sure.
So we're
That's
going
awesome.
into crunch time playoffs here, Wes. I mean, the myth, the legend Mills with them fast fingers, man. He's so good at trying to get the points done for us here to keep it updated for everybody to know. Alrighty. So we're going to start out here tonight. RJ! Good run,
Yes?
bud.
Oh, I check my party settings here.
Man, good run.
Thanks.
We were actually kind of curious here because Arch actually asked it too. How did you gain so much time in that pit stop to gain that much of a gap between the second and third place?
Well, when I got the lead, Spencer, he was right behind me. His car was a little bit loose at times. I think he lost a lot of time there. But I gained so much on Mills and Wicked because they pitted like 3 or 4 laps after I did. And the difference in tires is just that much. Like, you could run 5 laps or 6 laps and your tires would be down to like 70 or 80%.
Alright.
Well, you definitely you drove as hard as you could, man, and you opened up quite a lead on them guys, and you just continued to let it grow throughout the rest of the race. I know that you were already locked into the playoffs. I didn't know if maybe you guys would have some team orders going on, trying to get another driver in the playoffs for you guys or not, but obviously you just put the hammer down and just drove the heck away, man, and you had a very dominating performance at that third stage.
Thank you.
No problem, buddy.
And
It's
with
good to
that,
see you.
RJ, that actually got you a little bit closer to NOCO coming in the next round.
Yeah.
That puts you, I think, 3-point gap between him now. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken
we're pretty
there.
close. Well, after, I think he got a couple stage wins tonight. I think he might have got, I know he got 1 for sure. He might have got 2. So that'll add points to him there.
Yeah. Let's see, look here, Wise. So, Arch, you have anything else to say to Smitty before he rolls out of here for the night?
You were really fast. You would have whipped my butt, and great job on helping continue to break that streak of no-cos, man, and stopping him from getting another win.
Thanks.
No problem, buddy.
Have a good night, guys.
Hey, you too, man. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Mills.
Hey guys,
What-
can you hear me?
Oh,
what
yeah.
can I say? What else can we say about you except for comeback after comeback after comeback, man? You worked really hard to get second place. I think you took second place on the last lap of both the races.
I sure did.
I mean, dude, it was the best thing you can get to winning as far as trying to get yourself into these points battle and continue on in these playoffs, man. And I'm gonna tell you what, dude, as a fan and a friend, dude, it was awesome to see, man, dude. You did a hell of a job out there tonight, dude, and you put on a great show for these fans.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, fast car, both tracks. A little surprising at Texas to be as quick as I was, but yeah, it's a lot of fun out there. Heck of a stage 2 finish with RJ Smitty. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, well definitely is, and you know, as a driver, man, confidence can make you faster on the track. So maybe that great performance and being able to sneak out that second right there at the end of the Roval kind of helped propel you into this race and this fight for the playoffs.
You know, I'm hoping so. I'm looking at the points right now. I got the first race inputted. Just getting going on the second one, and yeah, it's gonna be close, guys. Like, even I don't feel comfortable.
And that's what we were talking about the whole time. Is I know that Spanker was holding on you really close. I know that you were holding on close to him. Gatekeeper was trying. Everybody knew that every position was so valuable coming out of this race that it's really any man's game for the next 2 spots in the playoffs.
Yeah, 3 drivers got cut tonight because we had a tie for the round of 9. So 3 guys going home tonight.
That's gonna be rough, man.
Bear with
Well,
me
we're gonna
here,
let you
guys.
do that. We're gonna let you do that. If there's any shout outs or anything you want to say, Meg, you're more than welcome to. Is we're gonna we'll get in here with this guy that gave you a heck of a run tonight, man. You guys battled it out with him last 10, 15 laps, real strong, real hard. As I know that you actually started your battle with Checkmate, and then that allowed Mills to close that gap on you and be able to actually get up there into the second position. And it was a great performance by you. It was nice to see, and you, like I said, you guys put on a heck of a show for these fans.
Yeah, thank you. That battle with Checkmate, I wasn't really trying to battle him. I was just trying to push him to get away from Mills because we pitted earlier than him. I knew he'd have fresher tires, so I knew he'd be coming. And I saw Mills and Wicked push each other past me before, and they got like 2 seconds ahead or something. And I'm like, all right, maybe I can do that with Checkmate, and we can, stay away from Mills. But I don't know what it was. I feel like his car didn't hang on to the run as long as it could, or something. Yeah. But Mills was catching us like freaking by seconds, like every 5 laps or something. And I'm like, all right, you want me to try to lead this Checkmate? Because Mills is coming and we need to try something different now. And so I passed him, and then he kept up with me for a bit, and then I think he got loose off of 4. And then Mills was there. Mills got past him. And then it was just me and Mills going, or just battling for the rest of the time. And the reason why he got me off the final corner on the last lap was because I ran out of gas.
Hey, wow, man, that's...
Yep.
You pulled a pudding. That's what we call that now here in Giggity. Is if you run out of gas anywhere in the last lap, it's called the pudding. He's mastered that. Oh man, that's heartbreaker, man. Because I know you were fighting for that position tooth and nail because you know how desperate these points are. I actually learned today because I've never actually got to talk to you. I've never actually sat down with you, never had you up here or anything like that. I did not know you were the reigning champion.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it the way I've been running lately.
I didn't even know who your name was, honestly. I was like, hey, I've never seen him up front, dude. He's not a threat. And then he's sitting there telling me, oh, yeah, he's in the points, and he's last year's champion. And I'm like, where did this guy come from? So, sorry about that, man.
No, it's okay. I haven't been
My podcasting skills are lacking.
Guys. I have the updated point standings.
Right here, and here's where
Here we go, ladies.
The drivers going home tonight. Playoff run ends for Life is a Plant, Checkmate Taylor, and Spanker.
Ah.
How much did I miss it by?
Yeah.
The final spot inside the round of 6 is Wicked Gatekeeper with 1592 points. Spanker is the first outside of the points right now, and he has 1580. So,
yeah,
wow,
that real close. The roll really screwed me. Wasn't the greatest at the roll.
As you know, is you can have a couple bad weeks, man, especially heading down towards the playoffs. That can really drag you down, and it's. I mean, you're already an accomplished champion, and we know that you're going to come back just as strong next year. And you definitely put on a great race for these fans trying to make it into that Final Four.
Yeah, I was. I don't like road courses, so that wasn't my favorite. But Texas was okay. Kind of struggled with the car getting loose over the long run. Then I finally figured it out, and I was able to stay up front. But by then, I was too deep in the points, I figured, to do anything about it. But all I got to do is go for wins, so that's what I'll be doing for the next weeks.
Definitely going to go out there, and we're going to look for you to try and steal a win or two from these guys as we head through these last 2 rounds. And Man, congratulations on making it this far in the season, and can't wait to see you come back and run for it again next year, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be stronger next year.
Hey, we'll see how it goes, man. You know, you're already, like I said, you're a accomplished champion, so there's some strength back there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Also, congratulations, Mills, on making it into the next round.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Spanker. Appreciate it, man. Good run tonight with you, buddy.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right, I got a question though, because I'm actually gonna ask Mills. Can you bring the other two that got? I mean, I don't know if Plant's on or not, but
I was gonna bring in Gatekeeper.
Yep. One question before you leave here though, Spanker.
Yeah.
With being eliminated out of the round here, what do you take one thing out of the season that you can bring into next season with Giggity that actually will make it better for you?
Well, actually at Texas, I've learned a few things to help the car stop getting loose off the corner. So now, and also save the tires too. So now I'm gonna bring that into next year, and hopefully I'll be stronger. Also, practice a little more, so I can get better at the long run and getting loose off the corner, like I said, because that's where I struggle, I think, on the 1.5 miles.
Alrighty.
Sorry, guys. Who did you want to bring in?
Wicked.
Wicked. Okay, I have Wicked.
I don't know if Plant's on, so.
I already invited Wicked and Noko. You said the other two that made it, so seems how we already have Mills in here, and we already spoke to Smitty. I assume that's who you meant by the other two.
Alright.
Yes, here he is. Wicked Gatekeeper, buddy. How you doing?
Good, good. That was heart throbbing, man.
It was heart throbbing, but you put on a heck of a race, man, and you with that great performance at the Roval and put in a solid effort here and over the course of the last couple weeks, man, you earned yourself a spot in the final four.
Oh, that's
Six.
great. Final six. We got 2 weeks left, I think.
Oh, 6, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Definitely.
No, that was good. I know I had a couple fender benders in there and had to do a bunch of repair and lost a couple spots on some late cautions, and it kind of had me real worried. But no, I was able to kind of do some fighting back at Texas, and actually found my old buddy Mills out there, so pushed him around as much as I could, and I tried to pass and get in front of him, and I don't think we were quite as fast, so then I just let him go back by and just rode behind him. But yeah, it's good to find somebody you could work with out there.
Try and make some time up.
Yeah, and then I don't know, I'm not sure on that last pit stop, it looked like you spun it and hit the inside wall or something. So I lifted off the brakes to kind of go out wide around you, and I ended up getting a speeding penalty for like 3 miles an hour over.
Oh, no.
Oh, crucial.
I did. I have yet to hit Texas pit road cleanly.
You did it once, Mills. You did it once, and it's on
I
straight.
do it once. All right, good. I got proof that I can do it.
But yeah, and that ended up being, the 8 seconds or whatnot. I was behind you guys right there at the end. So
I was wondering what separated you guys so far from the leaders, man, because there was definitely a big time gap after the round of pit stops.
yeah, for some reason I had math wrong, thinking we were having to stretch it to get 2 stops, and yeah, it didn't work out like that.
Well, as we heard from the guy that actually came home third tonight,
Oh.
stretching it was key because he ran out coming to the finish line.
Just to give a heads up, and it wasn't displayed, we got a new points leader coming in next week.
Uh-oh.
RJ Smitty took it from Noko.
He did, but it's going to restack according to the playoff points.
Yeah.
So Noko is going to still have that 2-point lead over
2
RJ
points.
going in.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's close. It's cozy up top. And then Buck's still pretty comfortable. He's got 11 in there. And then really the bottom 3 here are going to be duking it out for that last spot in the final 4. Unless Buck has a really crummy next week. I think it's going to be myself, Larson, and Gatekeeper duking it out.
Yeah, where are we? Dega and Iowa, I believe, next week. So
Dega and Iowa.
Dude, Dega's the wild card. That's gonna suck.
Completely opposite of each other.
Playoffs are so emotional. No, it's a lot of fun too, because we're all the points are so close, anything can happen, and
But alrighty, guys, I'm gonna check out of here for the night. Thank you for broadcasting. Appreciate what you guys do. Hope all everybody watching enjoyed, and looking forward to next week.
Definitely want to thank you guys for putting on a great show for us and for these fans, and to all our fans out there. You guys have seen it. You guys have heard it. We've got our final 6. We're heading to 2 really unique tracks next week. We're going over 2 miles at one, and we're going to less than a mile at the other. So it's going to be a fun week of racing, and I can't wait to see how it goes. And I hope you guys go out there and get you some rest and get you some good practice this week, and go ahead and give these guys a run for their money.
Yes, thank you guys. Take care.
All right, guys. You guys have a great night. And to all our viewers out there, we're going to get ready to sign off. And you guys have a good night. We appreciate you sticking around with us. Glad we could bring you that points update. And like I said, everybody needs some rest and relaxation. So get ready for work tomorrow. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night for another exciting action of the Truck Series.
Yes, sir. They're going to be at Bristol tomorrow night. So that's another short track. Going to be interesting.
I can't wait to race that race.
Exactly. It's going to be either tempers flying or having a calm head on your shoulders. So
I'm going to cry like a little baby. All right, man. You guys have a good night, man. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Us at Giggity, Art, Shadow, we are out of here tonight. See you guys tomorrow for the trucks at Bristol.